What is up, lads? Welcome back to the mighty the German Empire. The playthrough, back to the grind here, playing as the mighty Germany with humble Ulm origins. Do you guys remember the days? Look at that capital. Look at that beautiful capital. Feels good, man. But where we last left off the previous episode, we had a defeat here. A near victory defeat for the Ottomans, coming out from the fog of war with hordes, legions upon legions of men, and overwhelming us with their numbers. But as you can see here, we're doing well on manpower, I think, respectively. No, he's recovered a lot of manpower. Oh my goodness, he's got a lot of troops. Holy crap! But he's get up. Wow, he's really get up for this war. But according to this, we have the numbers though. So yeah, back to the grind. We're going to consolidate everything going against him. We can see his enthusiasm is already lacking, unlike ours. So we're doing well now. With that in mind, I was looking at our truces, guys, and it looks like our truce with France is actually coming up in a year's time. So that's what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be utilizing these Brittany claims. He's got a lot of claims, guys, of high dev provinces, including Paris itself. Going to be handing that off to Brittany when the time is right. Looks like we're going to be able to take our 5 increased absolutism this episode. And it's a good stage to do that during the age of absolutism while we have the ticking absolutism, the yearly absolutism. But yeah, let's take this fort here. And then I want to make sure to consolidate all of our troops. Stay together so that we can win this war decisively. We've taken one loss, but that's fine. We already proved that we are extremely powerful by comparison the quality of our troops. Looks like maybe, yes, I can continue building a spy network here in Austria. Try to get some claims against Hungary, that's one thing we can do. I'm gonna continue to claim up around in different particular regions, even once we get the Imperialism CB, which is sort of on the horizon here. Nice, -10, let's take this finally. 2% production efficiency. Beautiful. Let's see how much that is. That's 160.3. 160.3. Let's actually just look at our production. 175.3. Now, what do we require to build this? I suspected we might not be able to do that. It's like the final age, right? It's the Enlightenment, so I think, allows it. I don't have enough experience here in the late game, as many of you know. Geez, maybe that production went up and I missed it. Yep, maybe it did. Who knows? We're rich, though. Right? We're rich. We're reinforcing here, and we're still rich. Feels good. Okay, let's group up our stacks. There we go, that falls. I'm going to allow my allies to do just the general sieging. His enthusiasm has bumped up. Why don't we just go in for a pile up? I'm so down. Okay, he's kind of dodged. These guys are getting far out of position here. That's grasslands. I'm so in. I'm so in. I'm so in. Oh, you're going to feel the pain. Got a 5-5 general, which is actually the best we have available. So be it. We're so in. Crushing him there on morale. That was almost a stack wipe, dude. If only we were slightly stronger. So let's group up with this one down here as well. And we're nearing another idea group. I'd really love to take another idea. I know exactly where that's going. There are 2 remaining idea groups that are required. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Was that our heir? Okay, it's our queen. Our heir's pretty good, right? Pretty good. Definitely acceptable. Without a doubt. So, would prefer if they stick around. I literally want these 4 stacks to be sitting side by side. June. So Ottomans are getting out of here. Yep. Okay, we're going in against 3K. Kazan, they're easy. Probably an insta-gimp as well. That's woods. Let's chill. Wait for the rest of our troops to arrive. Colonialism against Ming. So I suppose Ming is colonizing. Good for him. I guess that's Spanish colonialism. This is not Ming here. This is Ming here out in Mexico. I spoke previously about fully annexing Holland and taking his colonies, but there's no way I'm fully annexing him. We're just taking his Dutch provinces over here in Europe. There's no way we're going all the way out there. If that, forget about it. Alright, I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. Allow some of our stacks here to reinforce just a tad. I wonder if he'll bail if we do that. Man, he's got numbers though. No. Let's be a little bit smarter. Because I was looking at the river here. But let's be a little bit smarter. Like I said, allow our stacks to reconsolidate just a tad. And approach closer. These guys are doing a good job. We got second war score. Raguse is 74 years old without a heir. But our dynasty spreads to him strangely and we don't PU him. I kind of find that hard to believe. I guess his low legitimacy ruler heir just passed away. Alright, so he's straight up piling in here. Let's take a healthy stack like this. And otherwise, we're actually way over our combat width, guys, so it's going to be much smarter to slow roll this. Oh, he bailed. When does the first one arrive? 26th. 26th. He's piling in here. So I'll make it there on time, but we're going to arrive 2 days later. So that he doesn't retreat. Alright, so let me give a tip to those of you who are not that experienced, okay? A lot of people obviously realize this. You have a combat width, and your combat width is, I always can never find it, 34. So that is essentially how skilled you are at commanding a line. Because you imagine if you have more and more and more and more troops, it becomes a larger and larger and larger area, and it becomes impossible as your legion is spread out further and further to command them all. So you can see here that the Ottomans are going to be way over their combat width. So only the width, with the exceptions of cannons in the back, are engaging each other at any given time. But if he goes in with this tremendous amount of forces, what's going to happen is he has a tremendous amount sitting in reserve. However, as the reserves watch the battle, the way that it's panning out, if they're getting butchered by us, our superior units, their morale is being damaged. Because they're thinking, oh geez, I'm next, right? I'm going in, I have to deal with this. Whereas if you keep soldiers in reserve in the manner that I am, outside of the battle, they're going to come in with high morale. Like, haha, we're here to relieve the battle. And so, although it can be frightening like this, even though we're outnumbered ridiculously, rest assured that because I'm over my combat width here, this is much more even than it looks. Do you see? And then what I'm going to do is stagger in reinforcements like this. And what would happen is, well, apparently we're so strong, we just wreck them anyway. That's how this appears. We're going to kill them on morale. But the point is, if you stagger them in like this, when they reinforce, our morale is going to just bump up like that. And their morale is going to stay low. This can be utilized at every stage of the game. So he's going to do the same thing here, but we should have him beat. Jeez, man, maybe not. His numbers are outrageous. Let's see. If he's, despite being inefficient here, his numbers are just so outrageous. Oh my goodness, he might actually win. About to find out. See, his morale's up. Mine's up. He retreats. Thank goodness. Jeez, man, look at their numbers. Whew, oh boy. This guy's completely isolated and out of position, so he's gonna get done. Damn, dude. Well, you can see here that I did, in fact, do my best, and it worked out well. But he was gonna do the same thing, even unintentionally. His numbers are just insane. We don't have any allies nearby to help us, but our allies have been productive here. Oh, they even got onto the Anatolian side. Good job. So they're actually sieging stuff down while we do this. Stack wiped. Yes. Beautiful. That guy was isolated and alone. Alright, now he's got a lot of dudes retreating. Let's stay near each other while we reinforce. I'd love to keep engaging him while he's kind of retreating. Uh-oh. Roll another general. Shoot, that was one of my better ones. Oh, man. We're just not rolling such hotshot generals nowadays. But that's alright, 4-4. That'll have to do. That stack wipe was like 40k, right? Wasn't it? I think it was like 40k. That's painful for the Ottomans, man. Oh my goodness. Holy balls. He's got so many troops. Maybe pushing on for the 100% is not the way to go here. Oh my goodness. I think definitely engaging while he's got a lot of troops retreating is the way to go, but my soldiers need to reinforce. Yay, absolutism. So I thought this one was interesting. I was reading it, guys. This one actually, similarly to Parliament, it actually changes your government type. And I'd be lying, guys, if I knew exactly what this was. You do not have consorts and you do not have heirs. And it enables statists versus monarchist mechanics. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to lie, guys, but it seems, just by the description, kind of reminiscent of like the Willem van Orange Dutch Republic. But I don't think that's what it is. I don't know what it is. But it's interesting. However, I am afraid that we would lose our unions or something like that, right? So we're not going to do that. We're going to be taking the maximum absolutism here. I also really like the yearly army tradition and the production efficiency, but I mean, we've got enough money. So it's between the army tradition to decay, which would be big, and the absolutism, which would be big. We're going to take the absolutism there, getting us up to 95, and if we choose to take start the golden era, which strangely we can't do, but we finally have completed, we might have literally done it this month or something. We've completed 3 of the objectives this age. Kazan's war exhaustion is really high. We might get some rebels or something. Alright, I'm basically reinforcing here. Waiting for the month to go by. Let's try to creep closer. This one looks a little bit out of position. Spain's doing a good job sieging. Nice. The fort levels are low here. So Spain's got cannons, dropping them pretty quickly here. And I'd like to turn this off. We're getting near being able to turn this off, because it does actually have a detrimental effect on his income, guys. Having that on. Oh, can't catch him there. Alright, let's walk out towards this fort. Should I be doing something with this diplomat? I remember saying I want to improve relations with Ming, but I don't dare want to return. Let's do it with Milan. In the meantime, I don't want to recall this diplomat and then it takes 2 years to return home. They take forever when they're all the way out in Asia. Well, his enthusiasm is low, or teetering on being low. Very good. I like that. Okay, there's no river crossing there, which is, oh, Brittany's nearby, though. Alright, well, first things first, let's use our best general. And let's see if he is bold enough to engage. He's not. Okay. That's fine with me. Let's creep up on this. Kazan will be stack wiped here. Spain's coming around this way. I wonder if it's because Ottomans were encroaching. And he's kind of fleeing from them. I don't know. We do have ticking war score though. Let's kind of slow roll him. His war exhaustion's way up with these occupations. Alright, Brittany's getting caught. No, he's not. Let's continue slow rolling him. Nice. Cullen's progressing up there. I didn't realize the Ottomans must have resieged that. And I'm utilizing this time to reinforce. Okay, 15th of June. So 1st of June now. So let's wait till the 9th. Let's wait till the 9th. Then he can't back out of this one. He's definitely crossing over a river, and we've got better maneuver. He's going to get -1 to rolls. Now we've got 50k Spanish that are going to say hi to him. So he is going to regret this. Same approach here. We're sitting out here in reserve. Okay, this guy's going in the wrong direction, but this will last for a while. Wow, get wrecked. Shift consolidate these guys for reasons. This guy's already committed. Crossing a river as well. We've got 6 maneuvers, so he will always get negatives. Okay, huge pile up. We could do with some help here, Spain. Just come eventually. Now we're not much over our combat width due to being damaged, so I'm going in a bit earlier this time. See, we're probably under our combat width now. Until we reinforce. Yep, you coming, Spain? Come help us out. Oh, he's so... There's nothing he can do. We're too good. Get wrecked. Get wrecked! Your legions, your hordes, they're nothing to us. All of Europe combined. Destroy them. Really taking its toll though, man. The damage that we're taking is a lot. Like, damn. It is finally affecting his manpower though. Wow. We've just gone through copious amounts of Ottoman manpower. Ridiculous amounts. Ah, come on. Losing my generals like flies. Oh, that was my super general as well. Oh. Alright. We got plenty of manpower. Come on. Military points, rather. Surely we can roll a good general. We got 91. Come on. That's pretty good. Let's get rid of him because he's garbage. Gonna keep going though. That's pretty bad. That's pretty good. I'm gonna keep going though. That we just rolled this one here. That's pretty bad. All right, we don't have an amazing general at the moment. We don't have an amazing general at the moment, but they're pretty good. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. These guys came out of nowhere. Flip, 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 flip. No. I don't think we... Do you reinforce when you force march? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Yep, you do. Okay. Man, this is brutal. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Spain. Okay, 5 maneuver, that's very appropriate to get there as soon as possible. This general's better though. Oh my goodness, Spain, back me up, dude. I need your numbers. Damn! I didn't expect that. I tried to push up. Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't want Spain to bail on us here. Let's develop them up a bit. Our numbers are getting so low from this war. This is brutal. Wow, how does that happen? Do I consolidate by mistake when I shift consolidate? I don't understand how my compositions constantly shrink and I'm not aware of why or how it's happening. It's not a one-time thing. It happens a lot. Not sure why though. Once my army reinforces it, it's not how it was. Resieging that feels bad, man. I might have to be content here, guys, with not pushing onwards. This is getting quite ridiculous. He's basically winning. Let's see if we can intimidate him from engaging here. He's basically winning when he's losing. He loses every engagement, and he's basically winning in the grand scheme of things. Because my armies are small. Okay, thank goodness he didn't have any reinforcements there, because that would have been bad. Yeah, I don't want him to besiege that stuff. I'm kind of afraid to push up the frontier, but I think we can do it. Let's just be prepared to peace out here. This is brutal, man. I'm going to free up a diplomat to be ready. Oh, need 25%. Okay, let's free up Milan. Alright, so I do want those two down there. That's really important. I also want the cores. That's really important. So some of this stuff is less important. 55. It's much less geographically than I would like. Okay. Seems clear. Just intimidate him away there for now. I'm not sure where all our allies went. Kazan's got almost 10 war exhaustion, but yeah, he won't peace out. Surprising. Alright, let's see if we can force march onto the hill. That's what I was worried about. That's a good choke point to kind of hold. Oh, this is a huge pile up. Okay, we reinforce at the end of the month. Oh boy. Let's try to stagger for... Okay, he's not going to get any of this before this battle ends, I don't think. We might lose that battle. We might lose that battle. I'm capped on admin. I might peace out now. Let's have a look. Okay, I actually want to make sure I get this. So we could do that 56. That looks pretty good. Let's look for like 57. Looks like maybe we could do a 58. We could definitely not do a 59. Alright. Alright, as much as it pains me, guys, I'm going to be content with that here. It costs us 6 Diplo points. Boom. And, return his cores. Okay. Now. Well, we defeated the Ottomans. I mean, that's probably the biggest threat, right? And by the time we next go in, we're going to be more powerful. And I guess we weakened them. I suppose so. They probably had that stuff all stated up on most of it. Let's see, does he lack any estates? He does. But he owned this territory for a while. He definitely was weakened to some extent, to some degree. Oh, Ming's valid rival. Well, I might not rival him just for power projection. I might not be content doing that just for power projection, irritating our ally. Alright, we are actually going to be coring this stuff up, believe it or not. And, yeah, so it is time to demonstrate what my strategy was supposed to be from the very beginning here, guys. Okay? I'm going to place a relative on the throne here of Kiev, which we already have just by coincidence. But that replaces his heir as well with an average claim. Now I'm going to divert trade so that he doesn't like us. Now I'm going to break him as my vassal. There we go. Now notice how I have surrounded him so that he's kind of protected. That was very deliberate. So this was my strategy here, guys. Ooh, let's not get trapped here. Uh-oh, let's definitely not get trapped here. This was supposed to be my strategy. Now, as we share Dynasty, I'm going to hope to PU him before the end of the game. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to try to PU him before the end of the game. Upon PUing him, at that point, I'm going to return all of the stuff, all the Russian stuff to him. And I want to feed him all of the Russian land, plus hoping that he gets Empire Government rank, fully accept this stuff, including Uriel, as that's in Europe. Some of the stuff is fairly high development, so hopefully he would use a a culture slot there. But yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Now, thankfully we're doing well in Diplo points because that's what I plan to do with this part of Europe as well. Right? With Crimea, here we go. We're over our relations. Force religion while we have a truce. There we go, guys. So finally, on what? This is like the 40th episode or something. There we go. I have revealed to you the strategy that I had in mind. These two PUs, we just got the old-fashioned way. But this is what I plan to do, is release different cultures like this and then attempt to PU them. That's what I planned to do. And at this point, for some reason, I randomly got paranoid that they're not going to fully accept their whole cultural region. I hope I'm right. It occurred to me, what happened was, it occurred to me that my thought process could just be wrong, that I could just be mistaken. Yeah, which is not the best feeling. I was kind of convinced prior to going into this that was the case. So, I actually intend to do it with Albania and Greek as well, guys, but currently I have too many relations. So, if we did not have a royal marriage here, we could cancel this. But we do. Thankfully, this is very low coring, and we're doing fine on admin, so I'll just core it up here initially. In fact, I'm not going to state them up. Let's just get rid of any kind of rebel action there as well. Yeah. Let's see if our royal marriage dies and we'll cancel that relation. Alternatively, we are beginning to get to a point where we're so powerful that we could abandon Milan. And the other thing we have to watch out for, guys, is aggressive expansion with Kiev, to make sure that we can actually get royal marriage with him going into the future. How much debt does he have? It doesn't say. There we go. Nice. Get some relations with him by doing that. He is Protestant, so there's few, with maybe the exception of Denmark. There's 0, with maybe the exception of Denmark, Protestant nations that we're going to be attacking. He's rivaling Bohemia and Sweden. Coalition seems to be dispersing as they're afraid of us. That's what I like to see. And let's... Whew, that was brutal. That was really costly in terms of manpower. That was really, really brutal. We no longer need morale, so let's get rid of that and chuck it down on something else. What do we want to throw it in? Money? We're so rich. This is epic. I should start investing in Navy to take on the English. What kind of navy would France have? We would be fighting Spain. Let's go take our navy over around here. Idea cost, once I have ideas, would be great. Prestige is going up, so let's take money. Let's take money. And I think, yeah. Let's start investing in a navy. We actually are genuinely really rich. So one thing I can do if we accumulate money is upgrade the navy. But let's just do this in the meantime. Now, our admin is going to be capped despite what we just pulled off. So where was I developing here? I was developing here because it was this province. It's pretty cheap. take that for -10. I didn't realize it was -10, but we're still far ahead. I mean, the war against France, guys, we're giving off to Brittany. So we're actually doing ridiculously well in admin points there. So I'm going to spend some on development. How's our state maintenance? Yeah, we must have that edict somewhere else as well. It's probably a better way to find it. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know where the edict would be. Here we go. Westphalia. Sorry about that, guys. Quite unprofessional, but whatever. Just searching every one like that. Alright, yeah, we're going to go over to France, but of course we're handing that off to Brittany, so we don't need to call that up ourselves, and that's one of the sort of more exciting parts of this game is I might actually unfocus my admin, which is what it's sort of my trademark, is like the whole, at least the second half of the game, right? I just focus admin for the entire game because I'm trying to conquer the entire world. But we definitely, he annexed Liege, took Loon there, and now it costs even more to claim up his territory. My next idea group is going to be a military idea group. And I may focus my military points. Military points are also nice to utilize. So, what does the Crimea have in regards to ideas? Defensive, offensive. He's ahead, just like we are, or on pace at least. Nice. Decently offensive ideas. And he appears to be a duchy as opposed to a horde or something. Good stuff. Of course, he's got this amount of reconquest, and this is Crimean as well. So it's a bit awkward here. This is a bit awkward, guys. So yes, no surprise, I plan to release Greece. And then Greece will get a cultural union. That's how we'll deal with Gothic and Pontic. Well, again, assuming he will. A cultural union. Now, he's obviously going to accept Turkish if we give him all of Turkey, because it's just huge. And that's what I'm thinking. If we can get him 1,000 development, hand him these, all of that, and then I'll definitely consider... I mean, surely he'll accept Syrian as well, right? We can give him Syrian and Egyptian, if we're gunning it for that bonus points, right? The bonus points achievement, which is to accept the Levant as well. Yeah, so we get 5 states available when this next builds up, but it's going to take a long time to build up, and otherwise we don't get one from this technology or anything like that, which is also quite a long time away. I want to sort out my army composition, if possible, because this one apparently is maxed out at 31. That's not right. I mean, we had like 38 going into that war, but I might have consolidated it by mistake. But either way, I'm trying to make my way over here. Maybe there's no hurry. I'm going to declare war on France here. I think we don't need to make it all the way over there. Now, Kiev wants an alliance. There's no way we're going to PU him anytime soon. And when you ally him, your aggressive expansion basically has like 1/10 of the effect. So it's definitely worth considering to ally him. But I think we'll avoid it. Nice, look at all those claims there from Brittany. Looking good. Looking real good. We're going to be able to core up the highest development province in the game, assuming it is still there. Let's check if it's the highest. If I can recall, there we go. Yeah, it is. And the second highest, which is Paris, we're going to give to our subject. Cool. Feeling good about that. Yeah, so after this, I plan to go in against Sardinia, who is currently making allies, and begin claiming on Genoa. And we need to sort out an Italian in the same way, guys. But notice how much I'm beginning to value my relation slots. We can cancel a relation slot with Ming, like ASAP. I think the province of Munster is really good. Yeah, well, maybe really good is an exaggeration, but look at the cloth is so good, dude. It's up to 4.05, and like I said, you can develop it for a reduced cost. It's just so nice. It goes from 3 to higher. I'm not going to lose stability. No way. So how do we feel about nobility loyal? Yep, we can handle that. Okay, let's just fight the rebels then. Wow, even though we're using a tremendous amount of mercenaries, my manpower's at 0, basically. Feels bad, man. Oh! This guy taking some of Holland out. Oh! For some reason I thought it's at the bottom. Well, plot twist, guys, losing stability. God dang it. Well, I need to make a few mistakes every run, right? I thought it was at the bottom. I'm dumb. I was thinking about something else. I genuinely thought it was at the bottom. Rip. I thought it was at the bottom because I was thinking I can't let this event time out. But it was obviously in the middle. Like I needed to... It wasn't at the top. Ugh, whatever. I'm bad. Sorry, guys. That feels really bad. We have admin. We could just boost it if we wanted to, but it feels bad, man. It's going to go down again to 1 when we lose our thing, which otherwise would be negative. It would otherwise be at 2. I'm dumb. I feel bad. Oh well. Moving on. It happens. We're all bad some of the time, including you guys. You guys are bad most of the time, alright? So that's how I'm feeling about the situation. I hate you guys, alright? I expect some apologies in chat for what just occurred this episode. Okay, some apologies in chat. That's alright. I forgive you guys for being bad. Just don't let it happen again. You know, I've made that joke before here on my channel, and people, some guy literally commented. He commented, no exaggeration. He said, like, he quoted that back, and he said, like, this is the most arrogant thing I've ever heard in my life. Unsubbed. And it's like, well, yeah, you're not wrong, but also I'm joking, you twit. Like, isn't that obviously a joke? To me, it seems obvious, but I don't know. I don't know. See, this appears to be 24. It's very strange how small our stacks are. It's no big deal. Just gonna build them back up, but it does seem to be strange. Okay. This is also Brittany. Now, these French are progressing, and for some reason nobody's dealing with them, so let's deal with them ourselves. The rebels, I mean. Now, Bohemia we were going to fully annex, which is a little bit expensive on the Diplo, but worth. Get some trust with Kiev. Oh, trust is at 100. How is that even possible? Beauty, mate. Beauty. Yep. The composition's a little bit whack on literally every stack that we have. But that's okay. I'm looking forward to being at peace and sorting it out here soon. So I was thinking that Savoy is small enough to where we could, well, I think so. War school cost should be under 50, yeah. We can vassalize him when we attack Sardinia, and he could be our Italian. We could abandon Milan, reconquest all of this, and he would be quite powerful. If we reconquested all of that, don't you think? I think so. Now also we should be cultural converting these once the separatism goes away, which is actually getting there, but I need to convert this one to Protestant so that we can do that. Okay, good, that's falling. And I think that's actually been an episode, right? Is that right, lads? I think it's been an episode. So pretty self-explanatory what's happening here. We need to go get, I would say white peace Portugal, but let's annul his alliance with France and any other obnoxious alliance he has. And yeah, Ming's not doing that much for us, right, guys? I mean, we really don't have any defensive wars or anything like that on the horizon. So I think we're going to be abandoning Ming as an ally, and then he is also a valid rival, so that will help us get some power projection going to the future if he ever becomes invalid or anything like that. And you know, in the meantime, we can insult him, etc. if our power projection begins to diminish. But also Ragusa, once we lose a royal marriage, and I suppose same with Milan, we can free up those slots and start utilizing them for our various nations which we plan to build throughout the world. Ah, that's a shame. This province is actually a good province. I don't want to see that modifier that we just got there, but what can you do? Yep. So let's go get Lisbon. Damn, this is a scary stack. He's got a better general than we do. And I'll go ahead and spoil it for you guys. Speaking of generals, my next idea group is going to be offensive. I want offensive for the good generals and the siege ability. Pretty much everything here is going to benefit us. We are lacking in discipline, believe it or not, as opposed to like morale, simply because our prestige in our Defender of the Faith and our army tradition is so high. Our morale seems to be extremely high, but as you could see, some nations like the Ottomans who have discipline on their traits are as good or higher than us in terms of discipline, and I'd prefer to out-discipline them big time going into the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode where we're going to begin some Italian shenanigans. See you then.